Hey guys, Yours here today. We're going to be doing a Greninja how-to. Let's get started. First, we're going to be doing a circle to see how big his head is going to be. For the most part, Greninja's head is triangular shape. So there's just a guideline. Don't take it so harshly. And then afterwards, we're going to make some lines in the face and also in the paper in general, because those lines are going to help us see where his arms, legs, and where he's going to be, how big he's going to be. So as you see, that first line is for his tongue. That's like kind of like a scarf. And then once they're going down into the rest of his body and his legs. So I'm doing the legs. His left leg, or the leg that looks closest to you, is going to be straight, and then his other leg is going to be kind of bent. And then we're going to put the guidelines for the arms, and then we can keep going into the video. And once you have this, it kind of gives you a better picture of where he's going to be, which I think is pretty important. So right now we're going to make one of his spikes that come out of his head, and it's going to go down into his the rest of his face. So this one is pretty small, and but it will lead into like the rest of his face, and I guess it kind of looks like he has a sort of covering. I guess like you can think of it as a car, and he has a sort of hood on it. And you'll see what I mean in a second. So as you can see, I'm making that eye right there, and this is gonna be sort of like the top part. And also that line, I'm gonna use that vertical line that we did in the beginning to make his spike that's right straight down the middle of his head. So I'm just gonna keep going on the top of his head, and basically he has these little two pretty hard to explain. It's kind of like it's crunched in the middle and then wider on the other two sides, and it's pretty simple. You just have to look at the shape, but they go across his head in between spikes, or I don't know, I guess you can call them like fins. And right now I'm gonna go up to his right or the left fin in the drawing. And later in the video, I did actually do I did color it a different style. I actually colored it in pastel, so though I might try a little different, even though really the reason why I did that was because well, I ran out of colored pencils. I need to get new ones. But as you can see, while I was talking about the car and the hood, his this top part right here that I'm drawing, where all the fins are, that's gonna be his sort of hood. And what's kind of weird is that you're gonna see the eye. Basically what I did was I put the eye on the horizontal line that we made, and he's gonna have an eyelid, and that's gonna be on the top, on like the hood. And then once we finish that top part, we're gonna go down and then come and connect. We're gonna make a line that goes to the bottom right corner. Is going to be very small, and it's gonna come all the way around to that right fin of his. And so his eyelid is going to be on the hood, and his actual eye is going to be on this little bottom part that we just made. And right now, I'm just going to go around and make the tongue. Pretty easy from like the left side of his face to that first fin that we made at the beginning, and then it's going to come out on the left side again. So it's like swirling around his neck. Now, what's interesting about Greninja is basically what we're gonna start doing is as you see, I made that oval, and it's kind of like it's gonna be on his legs and his knees, his arms and his knees, and it's kind of like it's a little oval, I guess, sort of a stone, or I'm not really sure what to call it, but basically it's before his before you go into his sort of webbed hands and stuff like that. So as you can see, you can just kind of follow the way I'm going with the arms. Pretty easy. You just kind of like from the right side of the tongue, you just go into that oval that we just made, and it's gonna be kind of like it's gonna go up slightly and then go right into the middle of that oval. And then for the underside, like where the armpit is, it's going to go very close, going up to the oval, and then before it hits the oval, it's going to go down and then into the into the fingers. Fingers are pretty self-explanatory. You just go a tiny bit, I'd say about maybe like rest of the fingernail, and then you make a sort of ball on the end. So it's kind of like and then you put like little curved lines in between these, and then that will make sort of a webbing. And as you can see, I'm sort of making webbing. I'm making the little fingertips. And don't be discouraged if this doesn't look well. Oh my god! If this doesn't look good, it kind of takes practice. I mean, I really don't like how I did it. I'm probably gonna change it later, but for now it's good, and it doesn't look the worst, honestly. So right now we're gonna keep going into the other arm, and this one's a little different, but sort of like the same thing that you did for the right arm. Basically, it's gonna be going down a little more, and then instead the part that's on is like that's going down the shoulder, it's gonna meet right on the top of that oval that we just made, and then the bottom one, like before, it's gonna go right around the same point where the I'm really explaining this bad. Basically, there's two parts to the arm, and then one part is sort of like going up and down, and it's kind of going to be crunched into one area, and then it's going to go back separating. So, I hope the video helps more with that. I really can't say it any better. And same thing for the fingers. So yeah, I need to get better at these sort of commands, I guess, actions. But anyway, we're gonna start going back down into the stomach and legs. For the stomach, pretty easy. It's just gonna be going straight down, and then once you get towards the bottom where you're gonna meet up with the legs, just make sure that you make a little sort of horn where his right leg is. It's kind of like gonna go on his right, basically the right leg, the one that's standing straight. There's going to be a sort of horn that comes out and comes into the middle of his body, and then comes back in. And basically, there's going to be a sort of separating point, and from there, from that point, when it comes back into the leg, you can go up and make a sort of a curved line, like I guess like a curved Z if you think about it, and it'll go back up into the tongue. And then on the left side, to finish off the body, you'll just keep going down into a curved line, sort of like the one that you just made, and go down to the horn. And the legs are pretty simple. The sort of ovals that are like a little thinner on the body part. They're going to be little kneecaps, which is the ovals that we've been drawing for the arms as well. And then instead of 3 fingers, it's going to be 2 with the webbing. And then the other one is going to be a little bit more difficult, but it's all the same basically. Instead of like stopping the oval short, you're going to make the actual oval, like the actual thigh with the little oval cap, and then do the same thing with the feet. Only make it so that the back of the foot kind of or the back of the foot is kind of like hidden behind the one that's closest to you. And man, I did really bad with that one. But maybe I'll explain it more as I color. But anyways, I'm actually, when I'm gonna color, I'm gonna be doing it with a different one that I made earlier. So this one, I honestly didn't like the way it came out. The only thing I'd really change from this one would be to make the body longer. Because as you can see with this one, this is the one I color at the end. I like this one so much better because it was a lot more it was a lot longer, and then it was a lot more fitting for Greninja, a Pokemon like Greninja. So I'm just gonna go outlining to here, and as you can see, what I meant by the arm is that it's sort of gonna be thicker and then thinner, and then it's gonna go back into the way it was when you first started, and then goes into the fingers. So I decided to do pastel. It's been the first time since I've used pastel in a long time. Haven't used it for a couple years now, so was really great using it. And I'm just gonna go around, and you're gonna see my hair a lot. See how crazy it is. Oh my God, I need to get a haircut soon. But anyways, I'm just gonna go around, color it. His color scheme is pretty simple. Just dark blue, light blue, pink for the tongue. I guess like a beige or a peachish sort of. I can't say it. Basically a peach, maybe like a beige. And if you have like a gray sort of color, you can use that for the ovals, for the little knee pads and like elbow pads. I guess that could work. I'm just gonna go around, smear it a little bit, and this took a while. It took about 20 minutes, so that's why I sped it up a lot. But that's about it. Thank you guys. I've been Honest the Artist. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later next week. And or not next week, like tomorrow, basically. And peace.